folks, so we're out with Kerno this evening, and we're also out with David. Hello Dave. Dave's there. Yeah. So well, we're sneaking around in the dark again. We went off to look at something earlier on, but it was a bit of a bust because we were thwarted by the tide, folks. It was high water, and what we were trying to get to, it could not be reached, well, unless we had a frogman suit, folks. But there we go. Hey ho, life's like that sometimes, but we're just rolling with it. And at the moment we're heading down to Quay Battery, folks. We're down near Pendennis Point in Falmouth, and we've been around here before quite a lot in the past, but we're just coming down here this evening, and it is an absolutely beautiful evening, folks. I cannot believe how good it is this evening. It's warm, it's dry, and we've just seen the most amazing blood red moon, folks. And we're looking at this is Quay Battery, folks, and we're looking at the these big concrete plinths. These are for the naval guns that would have been here, the harbour defences battery. These go back right the way from 18th century and before, right the way up through both world wars. And we can see we've got here, we've got some ready ammunition shelters, folks. So ammunition that was ready to be used in the guns would have been stored here for quick readiness. And yeah, so it's a well-known part of Falmouth, folks. And we're here, and just up there you can see the the ring on the floor there, folks, or the mount that would have been to allow the gun to traverse from left to right, folks. And you can see out there, that is the mouth of the river Fowl. And Dave and Kerno are here, and we're just walking around having a look, basically, folks.
This is World War II, Adam.
Well, these guns actually go back to
Napoleonic.
Well, yeah, pretty much. Yeah, but they were used in World War II.
Yeah.
I think in one of my other videos I went into a bit of detail and described the type of guns that were here in World War II, and before that as well. But
so these are ready ammunition, aren't they?
Yeah, ready ammunition shelters in there, and got a bit of damage to the concrete there as well. I
suppose with the bigger guns they would have had hooks and eyes for ropes.
Well, if you go up onto that one, you can see the view over the harbour, well, over the mouth of the river, and just above, when you look out to sea, you'll see St Maur's Castle.
Oh yeah,
all lit up. But yeah, so it's been here a very long time, this one, folks. And yeah, this is Quay Battery. Now, out of view, on the other side of the parapets for the guns, down on the rocks at almost tide level, there is some searchlights, folks. Well, bases where searchlights would have been, and they were designed to shine out into the river and illuminate any enemy vessels that were trying to creep inside the harbour. There was also a submarine net as well that used to go across from pretty much from Pendennis to St Maur's Castle. That would be to try and prevent those pesky U-boats from sneaking up the river, folks. But also lots of German motor torpedo boats were, you know, quite often did opportunist sort of like attacks on shipping out in the harbour and the approach to the River Fowl. But I'm going to go and have a look to see if any of this is still open, folks. Now, we have been here before. I know we're going back over old ground, but we are literally just down here this evening, folks. And wow, now as I've got the stick with me this evening, folks, I'm going to take you beyond the bars, as if you're actually in the room, folks. Yeah, this is looks like a powder store or cartridge store, one of the two, and lots of ventilation needed in these buildings because of obviously, you know, would have been a very important thing to keep this ammunition dry coming out from the bars. And now I'm not sure that's been locked up again, folks. We did actually go in there a while ago because it was open, folks. Now obviously I believe this is all partly owned and managed, well not owned but managed by the National Trust and English Heritage as well. Well, definitely English Heritage. And they've put a grid on there as well to try and stop anybody from falling down there coming in from the bushes, which would definitely be a daft idea. But this is basically the magazine, folks. This is the magazine for the guns, and we've been in there once before while it was open. And just to reiterate, folks, on that occasion we didn't actually break in, it was open and we just walked in. But
yeah, unfortunately it's sealed up again.
Yeah, I just noticed that. Yeah, it's a shame, isn't it? Yeah, but I know there was.
Me and David came down here, that was open.
Yeah, it was, wasn't it? Yeah.
It gets sealed and it gets open.
Yeah. Well, I think it's used as a shelter by some by the homeless people, and I can't remember if there was. No, I think this was just the way down to it, folks. And yeah, from back up in the woods there. Now, just up in the woods, there was basically another battery, which consisted of army mobile land-based guns, and I believe that the name of that was Middle Point Battery. And Middle Point Battery was basically a hasty thing that was installed, obviously in World War II, to give extra firepower to protect the harbour. And if you noticed on the TWEX channel, there is the searchlight generator bunkers, folks. Well, those generators were to create power for the searchlights down in the harbour, which I described a minute ago.
Those lights would have been just over here. You can't
see
them from here.
They were down on the rocks, almost at, like I said, at tide level. And in fact, hold on, I'm going to have a go. Oh, I'm not going anywhere near the edge, don't worry. Right, I'm climbing up. There we go. All rise. So I'm not going too far, but just down. Yeah, you can see what I'm on about down here, folks. Is just going to go towards the vague. Yeah, I know, mate. It's okay. Yeah, down there, folks. Which I'm not going any further. In fact, hold on. I have a selfie stick. So down there is, you can see one of the platforms. This platform here, folks, was designed for the searchlights that would shine out onto open river, this is the mouth of the River Fowl, or the Carrick Roads there, and this area was defended against any enemy shipping or any sneaky U-boat entrances and stuff, because just around the corner we have Falmouth docks. But so you can go a bit further down there if you want, mate. It is safe.
I will
yeah, just don't walk off the edge.
No,
but if you look
really
down immediately off the edge, the first thing you'll see is a searchlight platform.
Okay,
yeah. But so Kerno's going down to have a look.
Just
anyway.
have a look down here a minute, folks.
And
yeah,
I know this is going over old ground, folks. We've been here many times, but like I said, we're at a bit of a loss this evening, folks, because
the end one, isn't it?
Yeah, that's right. Our main focus of our attention this evening was unavailable thanks to the tide.
Yeah, unfortunately.
But
yeah,
yeah.
you can see the base right there, so we're on the rampart. But look
So,
at that, folks. Look at the moon over there, look.
That is an incredible moon, isn't it? That's the blood orange moon.
Yeah.
I'm just going to try and straighten in the camera up, folks. But yeah, but there it is, the searchlight platform. Yeah, no. And the scaffolding there, folks, is to help people get down to this little cove.
Coming along with us
Oh, you're welcome, mate. No problem at all. Yeah.
And I would like to thank David as well. Thanks, David.
Yeah, so
So we're gonna.
I think we're gonna have a cup of tea now, folks. Have a nice coffee, put the kettle on, and make the most of this gorgeously warm summer evening.
I'd just like to say
Yeah.
thanks for everybody watching our stuff, and we'll see you again soon.
Yeah, no
Me,
worries.
David and Adam, 2 Will. We'll see
Cheers,
you.
folks.
Bye.
Now, one more thing.
Cheers,
just,
Dave.
One more thing that's just caught my eye is you see that there coming out of the concrete.
Oh yeah.
It's a bit of. I reckon that may have been a shell hoist.
Oh yeah.
Camping up in March.
We're going for a bit longer.
Yay! There we are. Right. So now I'm not exactly sure how much of this you'll see. I'm just going to keep moving the camera around, and hopefully you can see Kerno there with his brew gear, because we have this wonderful light, folks. It's my big halogen work light, which I brought with me this evening, is actually illuminating the site quite well. I'm just going to yeah, so we're having a cup of coffee, folks, and yeah, we're having a cup of coffee and we're just chilling out. And it's been an exceptionally hot day today, folks. It's been absolutely murder, isn't it, mate? Outside, it's just been scorching hot. So it's a real blessing and a relief to finally have the evening darkness, and the temperature is lovely, folks, isn't it? It's really nicely. There's no wind. It's just a very still breeze. But Kerno's about to take off with his drone. He's going to give it a whirl round at night time, and I don't think there's a lot. I can't really show you that. There's not a lot you will see of that, folks. You just see. It's actually before he takes off. I'll give you a quick look at it, folks. It's actually, there it is, the flashing lights. It's sitting on the top of the battery. There it goes, up it goes. So what drone are you flying this evening then?
The Mini 4 Pro.
Right, Mini 4 Pro. So obviously I've got the Mini 2, and Kerno's flying the Mini 4 Pro this evening, folks. Yeah, so Mini 4 Pro this evening, and we've got the kettle on, and I think what I might do is just move that light around a bit more there. Gives us a bit more of a position.
Wow, mate.
Hopefully you can see all of us there. You can see David and
Look
Kerno.
at that.
Wow, look at that. That's amazing.
Dave, look at that. That's something else, isn't it? I could have where the fuck around. Up there somewhere.
So Kerno's just got a brilliant shot of the blood moon, folks, and we're waiting for the kettle to boil, and as soon as it does we're going to have another coffee, and it's just been a nice pleasant evening, folks. Now what we were going to look at was basically the old what was basically a tunnel, folks. It goes back in folklore and myth, back to the times of smuggling and pirates, folks, but obviously it was no way we could get to it this evening because the tide was in, folks, and we couldn't go along the little beach to get to it because we mucked it up. We got the tide times wrong, but hey ho, never mind. So right, we'll be back in a second when we've got coffee, and we'll have another bit more banter, folks. Hello, folks. So yeah, we've got our coffee, and Kerno's just successfully recovered his drone, and we're just chilling out here at the old Crab Quay battery, folks, and it's a really nice, as I said, it's a lovely evening. So I don't really think there's going to be a lot more from us anyway tonight, so I hope you've enjoyed the brief little look around Crab Quay battery, and from myself, Mr. Kerno and David, we will bid you all a good night, folks.
Thanks for watching, folks.
No problem.
Please like
Cheers.
and subscribe.
Yeah, thanks, folks.
See ya.
Bye. Bye.
Bye.